Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and I am a clinical mental health counseling and professional counseling master's candidate, meaning I am in grad school and I'm here to talk to you guys about staying sane during lockdown. Mentally sane, that is. So we're gonna start by just kind of talking about ways we can keep our emotional, mental, and physical health while being in lockdown or in a shelter in place during coronavirus. And I know you guys are from all over the globe and in different stages of the game in coronavirus, whether it be shelter in place or in lockdown. Maybe you guys are starting to be able to kind of get outside, go to the store, things like that, or you're still completely in a lockdown in your home. So how do you stay sane when you're at home all day? First, now is a time to really pick up on that self-care and develop a routine. We all do better when we are in a routine. It gives us structure in our lives. It can make things kind of seem like we're back to normal. It develops a sense of normalcy for us. And I realize that some people like me, I don't do great on a structured routine, but I do need structure, and a lot of us are that way. So picking up a routine in your daily life will definitely help you feel like you're accomplishing something. And with that being said, now is a great time to set up goals for yourself. Sorry, my phone just went off. With that being said, now is a good time to set some goals for yourself, something you want to accomplish both while you're in quarantine and outside of quarantine. Because believe it or not, it might not feel like it, things will get back to normal eventually. That new normal that everybody's talking about. Set yourself up for success while you're in quarantine and then when you're back to your new normal, whatever that might be. So stop and think for yourself. What are some goals that you want to accomplish while you're in quarantine and while you're not? So that might be a fitness goal. That might be learning a new language. That might be educating yourself on a subject or rekindling a friendship, something like that. But make sure your goals are defined, realistic, and time specific, meaning that they're SMART goals, right? So we want a goal that, let's say I want to increase the number of times I exercise per week to 3 times a week so that I can go out and play longer with my kids. Or I want to learn a new language. Let's say for me, I speak a little bit of German. So I would want to get through a chapter of my German workbook once a week until I learn beginner German or something like that. And remember to be kind to yourself. Take this time to breathe, meditate, really look in the mirror and love what's looking back at you. So be kind to yourself. Meditate, breathe, look in the mirror, and appreciate the mind and the body that supports you on the daily. This is huge, you guys. Be sure to keep your body and your mind active and moving. Take some time to reflect on your personal values and who you are as a person. What do you stand for? What are your core beliefs? And what do you hold as important? Especially now in the climate that we're in, the political climate, the pandemic, finding out what you hold as important as a person in your day-to-day life is very important. It defines who you are in your relationships, who you are as a person, and things like that. Some other things to do while you're in lockdown and how to stay sane is make sure that you have a support system. That might be the people that you're living with. That might be the people in your phone. Do a daily or weekly Zoom call, message them. I understand that sometimes we can feel lonely, especially when we're at home all day or just out and about, but we can't really come into close contact with people. A lot of things that I've seen that are really good ideas is maybe you live in a neighborhood, maybe you live in an apartment complex. Get together with your neighbors 6 feet apart, maybe on Saturday, maybe on Sunday. Have a cocktail with them, play games with them, things like that can get you some socialization because we are social creatures and it's really important that we get that normal socialization in. As well as managing our work life. I realize that a lot of our work lives are online now, and that can bring sometimes less of a sense of urgency in our lives. So again, hitting back with that routine, making sure that you get up every morning, you have your coffee, you brush your teeth, and then you get to work. You sit down, you get dressed, and you work from, let's say, 8 to noon. You have your lunch, you go back noon to whatever the time you get off. And then you do a relaxing activity, whether it be meditating, taking a bath, doing a face mask, watching your favorite TV show, something like that. And as I mentioned before, self-care is really important. So making sure that, again, for my workaholics, you don't overdo it. So I know for me, all my work is at home, right? I've seen this, it's not toxic, and I don't really like that word, but this belief that, well, since we're kind of stationary, we should get done as much as possible. And I kind of bought into that, and I got really burnt out on that perspective. So setting a limit on your work life versus what you do when you're not at work. So that work-home balance, even though you're at home all the time, might seem a little different, but we still really, really want to keep that balance that we employ when we are at work. Going away from that, maybe developing a new hobby, exploring new hobbies, keeping our new hobbies. There's a bunch of things online that you can go on, and if you don't have any interest right now, you can take tests, assessments to kind of see what you might be into. Maybe right now you might be unemployed and you're looking for a career change. There are many, many things online that you can take a projective career test for and kind of have a feel for, what do I want to do? What do I want out of life? Things like that. And that being said, I realize that now is somewhat of a troubling time for those with substance abuse issues, depression, anxiety, that they can't go and physically see their counselors, go to a meeting, things like that, or we just really need that socialization. In addition to spending time with your friends, maybe 6 feet apart, or if you can't do that, on Zoom, something like that, online counseling is a great option, you guys. I know at first it might seem a little weird, kind of like with me, I'm sitting here, I kind of look like, I'm in the therapy chair or whatever, but you can't tell what's going on in the background, and I can't tell if the same for you. However, help is help, and in any way that you can get help, I guarantee it'll help you make your life better, things like that. So again, I'm really glad I got to spend this time with you guys. Look forward to more videos. Let me know in the comments what you want me to do more mental health videos on. I can do videos on what I specialize in, which is schizophrenia, psychotic disorders, and mood disorders. I also specialize in personality disorders, which specifically cluster B, which is antisocial personality disorder, everything like that. I can do a video on that, or anything that you guys are struggling with, whether it be self-esteem, boundaries, things like that, I can also do. So I hope you guys are staying safe and staying kind. Thanks, guys. Bye.